I made $1,400 in just 10-minute trading meme coins, but I was not with insider information, Telegram groups, or whatsoever. I just used public information that anyone could have used. And I did this with my public challenge wallet that you remember I started with $100 31 days ago, and it's already at more than $20,000. And that's just because I managed to find those plays that no one understands yet. But I'm going to explain you everything, how you can find those, because I think it's actually pretty easy to find. I did this just by spying one wallet. This is the wallet. To find it, it was pretty easy because you have to understand in crypto, a lot of people go crazy. And on this coin, he started to buy it when it was almost dead. There was almost nothing. I saw it at 100K, and then it rocketed up to more than $2 million in market cap. So even I left some money on the table. I think I did pretty well in my trades. I bought 3 times here and then sold around the top. And then when he had a bit of a revival here. So what happened? Because we are on the blockchain, and on the blockchain, what you want to do is to always find what is outstanding, what is different. You know, if you went during the stock market when everyone was investing in the pit, they were screaming. Who do you want to be careful of or to pay attention to? Is the guy who is full of cocaine and alcohol, is coming after the party, is going to do some crazy stuff. And that guy, that's what he did. At that time, he had $250,000 in his trading wallet and just started to buy this random tiny meme coin out of nowhere. And I found him because of that. I used Stalkchain and I went to the fresh wallet feed, which tells me all the fresh wallets that are buying something new. What is a fresh wallet? It's a wallet that was never used before and do his first transaction. Why do I want to monitor that? Because this is a different behavior than the crowd. If you go to load a new wallet to buy a coin, you come into so many hoops. Like to create a wallet, load it up from an exchange. That takes so much time. This is so annoying. So why would you do that? Either you want to hold some supply, you have a plan, you have a coordinate things with some friends. I don't know, but I know that this is a behavior that I need to watch. And when I was on this, and I saw that, I was like, why there is someone buying this? Look at that. I was just doing a video actually for a friend to show him how to use Stalkchain and the fresh wallet feed. And what's better to give you a live demo? For example, here we see, if I put the contract address, which is the serial number of the coin, like this, I know exactly, we can see the wallet buying 33K. And in my video, you can see that it was around 100K market cap. So that was a 16x easy. Because when I see that, and then I see that another wallet started to buy as well, 2 wallets, both funded by Binance, it's someone doing the same thing. And those 2 accounts had a lot of money on their portfolio, which is not normal. So I went into that and made a lot of money. Now, that's where you have to be careful again, because I started to follow this person, because I can just click on stalking, and like this, every time he does a transaction, a transfer, whatever it is, it will come in my stalks. That's where the blockchain is beautiful, because you will see all the transactions of everyone and you can track them. You do not have that in the stock market. I can't know exactly when Warren Buffett is buying or selling something. And I wish I knew, because imagine, you know, the first time you buy a tiny action, when he's going to go on so many newspapers writing everything about how he loved this stock, and then everyone's going to buy it. Well, that's the thing here. We are spying on people making different buys. So for example, on the fresh wallet, I can say, okay, I want only the people that bought at least 25K of whatever coin it is. I don't know why 7 and 8 hours ago, someone bought Jenner. Both of the wallets, oh, it's the same wallet. He bought twice. So if I saw that 8 hours ago, I could have bought Jenner, and then he would have bought on top of me again. Let's take the chart. I haven't seen this coin yet. I didn't expect it to find something. And we are, okay, that's really weird a vibe. So I guess that's the first buy. And then that was the second buy. Maybe it's a complete rug. I don't know. But what I know is that if you bought here, you had still from 600 to 1.1 million. So a kind of 2x, but it's a risky bet. I wouldn't recommend that. That's a bit of a weird coin. But hey, you know what? If it's coming back, Caitlyn Jenner, you know that you saw it first on Handsome Finance. You click subscribe, like, you send it to your grandma. You know the drill. And what do we see on other fresh wallets? Someone offloading their RFC. So probably they try to hide that they're from their public wallet or whatever, offloading. So I'm trying to always check what are the early signs that I see. And then the crash out one, it was a beautiful trade because the wallet that we are watching, he bought here, which created the first big candle of attention. Now, if you don't understand that candle and you're like, I don't have any information, you miss the opportunity. But when I saw that that person had 250K in their wallet and the wallet that funded them had more than $1 million, I was like, I'm on a rich guy having a manic episode. Hey, no problem having a manic episode. If he doesn't want to pay the therapy and prefer to gamble on meme coins, I want to be at that table. Same as poker, right? If you play poker, which table you want to be in? With the super smart guy like me? No, not me, but with the super smart guy, or you want to be with the guy who is having a manic episode and just gambling all his money? Yeah, that's what I thought. So I bought here. And then after, you know the drill, it went to $2.5 million of market cap instantly. That was money to be made. And I did that on my public wallet. So everyone following it had it. But then some other guys did some research, Purple Death, and it was linked to Zerobro, 0x Zerobro, which is a big AI coin, if we could say. Zerobro is having a crash. So I could have shorted it, coulda, woulda. It doesn't matter. I was like, all right, I already made my money. I'm not gonna go crazy on it. But when this happened, then the coin just started to crash. Like that coin went to almost $100 million market cap recently. And what was its maximum ever? Look at that, that's crazy. The maximum ever was $800 million market cap. And then you had this weird bounce here. So some people were preparing some stuff and I don't know why the guy crashed out. But if you were shorting in on top of that, oh, that's like basically we are at the insider information level that is just accessible to the public. But why no one is having this kind of information is because the blockchain is public. All the transaction happen here, right? We see all the signatures of the transaction like this guy bought. But then you need to compile all those transactions, have all that in a database and just extract the one that stand out, that are interesting. This is what Stalkchain does. And then in particular, with this example, it was perfect. Funny enough, it's not the first time that I see this kind of behavior. That's why I was so ready, because last time I saw a guy losing on purpose more than 100K with meme coins that he was creating and then buying them and then selling them in one go. Boom. That's a video that I posted on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, it's probably because you hate money, and that's fine. There's tons of people like that. But when I got this information, I was like, okay, now there's another window of opportunity opening right now in front of me. I need to size it. And where it gets even better is that this person didn't stop here. He went to another coin. That guy was having a crash out episode like nobody else. So let's get back our wallet and you're going to understand what he did next, because I was tracking all these wallets. So that wallet started to buy this coin. You see that? OPIA on DeFi activities, I see all the buys here. Okay, now let's take this coin because something really weird happened again. I'm going to copy the contract address and I'm going to go into all open orders. So this is a special tool again. This is just advanced. That's why it's in the legend plan. Like not everyone can use this kind of information. What do we have? Yesterday, someone opened an order to buy recurringly 33K worth of OPIA. Whatever you pronounce it, it doesn't matter. I pronounce it, I could have made money on this, but sadly I was in a meeting. That's the same guy again who was having his crash out. And then after, he canceled his recurring order and went into manual trading and bought every time 33K, 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 33K. It was money you could have taken. It was here. I just had to bend a little bit the knees up and scoop it like that. It's like anyone who tell you there's no money to be made here, they just don't know. They just don't know. If you study the chain, and that's the only alpha you can have actually, because that's the new thing. Every new technology brings a new kind of alpha you can harvest. On-chain analysis, the guy at Wall Street, they don't really do it, and they can't do it on small coins like that. That's the only time we can have now that is accessible for us. In the next 5 years, this alpha will be gone, same as technical analysis was gone, same as like so many others were gone. And by the way, thank you, Dan, for all the Windows error that I get in my ears and that will be on the video. I think people on YouTube is gonna love that. And then you see the buys. So the coin was at 1.5 million and went to $5 million market cap. Now, because it was already a bigger coin, you could go in bigger size. And I didn't make money on that one because I was in a meeting. Hey, I'm not gonna complain again. I made my 1.5K, and then if I see that again, I'm gonna harvest that opportunity. It's just the best way to do it. That's why you should always check what is happening on the recurring orders and what is happening on the fresh wallet. You have no idea of how much alpha are on the fresh wallet, on and on and on and on and on and again. Like right now, some people are accumulating coins, and you could see that, and you should always track that. Same as some people, they have millions of dollars on their wallet, they want to feel something, they're gonna come to the poker table and lose it all at the casino. It's happening every day. Why do you think it's not happening in meme coins? It's happening as well. Just be here to scoop it. This is explained on Stalkchain. I can go deeper in the investors ballroom in our next mastermind. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was done during one of our live stream. It was a bit of a new format. And of course, don't forget one thing. Even you scan the fresh wallet and everything on Stalkchain, the most important thing is stay handsome.